Let's get real for a second. Are you making enough cash from your day-to-day operations to cover what you owe? Or are you constantly playing defense, moving money, delaying bills, praying that the next check hits before payroll does? That's where the operating cash flow ratio comes in. If your business feels like it's always busy but still broke, this ratio pulls the curtain back, because you don't run a construction company with profit on paper. You run it with cash that shows up on time, ready to work. So what is operating cash flow ratio? It's calculated by taking your operating cash flow and simply dividing it by your current liabilities. So let me break that down. Operating cash flow, the cash your business actually generates from its core operations, not loans, not asset sales, just doing the work and getting paid. Your current liabilities, that's the stuff you owe in the next 12 months. Your bills, payroll, taxes, credit card balances, and short-term debt. So if you bring in $250,000 in operating cash flow this year and owe $125,000 in short-term liabilities, that's $250,000 divided by $125,000. So that means you've got $2 in operating cash for every $1 of short-term debt. You're in the driver's seat. But if you bring in $80,000 and owe $100,000, your ratio is 0.8. That means you don't have enough fuel to run the engine. You're running your company on fumes. So why does this matter? Because net income lies. Cash flow tells the truth. You can show profit on a P&L and still be bankrupt in real life. How? Jobs are stuck in AR limbo, subs are paid before you're paid, you're booking work but getting paid 60 days out, and overhead may be eating your check before you can deposit it. The operating cash flow is your gut check. It asks, can the work you're doing right now keep the lights on next month? If not, you got a cash flow problem, not a volume problem, not a marketing problem, a liquidity crisis disguised as growth. So what is a good ratio? Well, if you're above 1.5, you're producing more than you owe. You're pretty healthy. If you're between 1.0 and 1.49, you're walking the line. One hiccup could shake you. If you're below 1.0, well, that's a red flag. You owe more than you're earning in real time. Trouble is coming. So let me give you a real contract example. One of my clients, we'll call him Matt, was running multiple commercial jobs, looked profitable on the books, but he was constantly short on cash, couldn't pay bills without dipping into lines of credit. We pulled his numbers. His operating cash flow was $185,000. His current liability is $240,000. That meant his ratio was 0.77. That meant for every $1 he owed, he was only generating 77 cents in real cash from operations. He was short, not once, but constantly. We didn't just tell him to make some more money. We fixed some things like his billing cycle. We got his invoices out faster on his AR collections. We followed up every 15, 30, 45 days. We trimmed his overhead. The stuff that didn't help production, we cut it out. The job selection, well, we were focused on jobs that paid reliably, not just big jobs. What happened? Within 6 months, operating cash flow ratio jumped to 1.65. That's cash working, not just floating on a spreadsheet. So how do you improve it? Well, number one, I would say send your invoices immediately. You don't get paid for doing the work. You get paid for asking to be paid. Number two, chase receivables like your rent depends on it, because it does. Number three, control your overhead. If it doesn't directly support revenue, cut it or delay it. Number four, slow down outgoing cash where possible. You net 30, use it. Don't prepay bills just to be responsible. And finally, number five, track the ratio monthly or quarterly. Don't let cash flow blind spots sneak up on you. So here's the final word. Profit means nothing if there's no cash to show for it. You can't pay your crew with potential. You can't buy diesel with dreams. And you sure as hell can't scale a business on wishful thinking. Cash in, cash out, that's the game. The operating cash flow ratio tells you if the work you're doing is keeping the business alive or just putting it further in debt. So run the number, track it often, and remember, if your business isn't generating enough cash to pay its own bills, it's not a business, it's a liability.